story. This is the story of
rolling outside of 2 pesos.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Midnight Freak, once again coming to you while working on the night shift. Tonight episode, a couple of random thoughts as usual, things I noticed throughout the day, or some things that are on my mind that I want to discuss. So let's get started.
Publicized divorce. It was very embarrassing to Major League
All right,
Baseball.
let me get this
The Giants tragedy. The Giants
radio station cut off. I listened to my boy Jason Smith out of California for ESPN Radio all night. His show's called. It's pretty good if you're into sports radio, sports talk radio. All right, y'all. So, what's the deal? What's the subject tonight? First, I want to revisit the whole Macho Man Randy Savage, his tragic death recently, and the tributes that have come after it. I don't know if y'all watched Raw last night. I know I did. I kind of missed the very opening of it, so I'm not quite sure how well it went. What all did they do at the very beginning? From what I can tell, because I missed like the very first minutes of the show, it seemed like they didn't start the show off with a tribute to him. So as I watched the show, later on in the evening, you finally get a little tribute right before the main event. You finally get his little time, his moment to shine, a tribute dedicated towards him and his career. And overall, I thought it was a very good, tribute. I liked the video they showed and everything like that, but I just felt like overall I felt it was lacking. I actually felt that like they could have did better. I expected WWE to do better since he spent most of his career as a WWF superstar. The main reason I was satisfied with their tribute to him is because I hate how they waited till the end, the main event. Something like that is ahead of the game. It's ahead of the sport. It's above that. And so, honestly, I think you should start your show off with that. Get that whole thing out there. Get that situation out there. Let people know that this is not playtime. This is not acting time. This is real. This is a real tragedy, and we want to address it. And so I'm definitely looking forward to TNA's show this Thursday, because I feel like they had the potential to do a way better job and a better tribute to Macho Man Randy Savage, mainly because more of his peers are actually there. Currently in WWE, there's no one there who knows Macho Man Randy Savage who actually worked for him, besides maybe some of the old guys in the back, like Arn Anderson, Kevin Nash if he's still there, Booker T. Then you have the Big Show, aka the Giant. They know Randy Savage. They wrestled against them. They know him personally, I think. And so, but everybody else, your John Cena's, your Randy Orton's, they may know him by name, but they never worked for him. They never went on a show with him. They never, tangled with him. So, it's no way they could properly give him a send-off that he deserves. And so, with TNA having some of these old stars, your Hogan, your Bischoff, your Dudley Boys, your Ric Flairs, those guys who've been in the wars with Randy Savage, they had the potential to definitely do a bigger show. And honestly, I hope my man Jay Lethal comes out at the beginning of the show and address the crowd and just say, "Hey, crowd, I appreciate if I had your permission to give Randy Savage the ultimate tribute and wrestle a match tonight as Black Machismo, his character there, which is a parody of the Macho Man." I hope he can do it. I hope they allow him to do it, because I never took that as him being a parody, him being making a joke of Macho Man. I saw it as the ultimate tribute. Someone who studied Macho Man so well that he had his look down, his mannerisms, his whole persona down, And so I really hope that happens. So TNA, please don't disappoint me. But the main reason I want to revisit that tonight, I came across a page that I think you definitely need to subscribe to if you're fans of wrestling. My man DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, has a page on YouTube. Surprisingly, it's only 2,000 subs on it. You'd think wrestling fans would have found this page and been flocking to it. He does personal videos. He revisit old school wrestling. Well, not old school, but it's, back when wrestling was decent, the WCW era. Anything he was involved with, he addresses. And yesterday I came across a video he did. There was a tribute to Randy Savage, and basically in this tribute Randy Savage he broke down the whole idea of the feud between him and that Macho Man during the NWO WCW days, and he broke it all down and explained everything how it came to be and how it worked. And he got teary eyed. He didn't cry or anything, but you can just feel the emotion with him that he feels about Randy Savage because they put in work together. He owes, in his words, he owes part of his career, his success, to Randy Savage. Randy Savage put him over, helped him out. And so it was a really good video, man. And I looked at some of his other videos. You just get some real good insight of those good old days when wrestling was at its peak, I think. When honestly it was like, the best it could be in this modern era. So if you're a wrestling fan, I'll put a link in this video. Please check our man DD's Diamond Dallas page. It's very insightful and it's very entertaining. So please check him out. Okay, next subject I want to talk about. By now, if you haven't, you know what's going on with this whole high voltage versus Joystiq, right? Basically, Joystiq, if I'm correct, they hired a freelancer to review their the Conduit 2. This freelancer basically spends his review. I'm not sure. I haven't read the reviews. I don't know exactly what it is. Everything I'm saying is hearsay. But basically, in the review, he decided to pretty much bash the game. In his opinion, the game was so bad that he went ahead and spoiled the ending. It's pretty much, in his words, or the way he reacted was, the game is so bad, you'll probably never play it to the end, so I'll tell you what happened to save you some time. And then spent some time to even promote one of his side projects, which was like a novel or a book he wrote that you can now purchase on Amazon. Well, after the review, the high voltage crew decided to go to Amazon.com and review his book without reading it, and they basically give a whole bunch of negative reviews to send his book down when it comes to, I guess, overall acceptance or whatever. I don't know how the whole rating system work on Amazon, but I guess basically you get a whole bunch of bad reviews. People assume your product is worthless, so they did that. And they came out, the other day and said, yeah, they did it. They did it out of spite of what he did. And so this is starting a big old whole issue between high voltage, Joystiq, and then just the gaming industry itself when it comes to reviews. Fans on both sides are jumping on sides. Some fans believe that high voltage should be above this, and some people side with high voltage for doing it because they know Joystiq and other journalists, so-called gaming journalists in general, aren't that. They're biased fanboys who have a job reviewing video games, and so you're never gonna get an honest opinion from somebody when they're looking at everything from a biased point of view. And this goes back to just my subject I did with the seven deadly sins of gaming. I really think that the only way we can get rid of this whole issue, we need to get back. We need video game journalism, video game reviews, a regulation, some kind of code that they must follow, because at this point, as a gamer, as a consumer, I don't trust any review from anybody. I just don't honestly believe I'm gonna get an honest opinion on the product. The best opinion you can possibly get from somebody is a almost electronic video computer type review where there's no emotion involved, because as long as emotion is involved, you're gonna get these biases that come out. And at this day and age, people are not hiring people who have these degrees in journalism or whatever. They're almost hiring people who play games, and they're getting jobs from hookups. You know what I'm saying? IGN and some of the other sites are just sites full of friends who work together. Most of these mom and dad pops sites, like the Joystiq and Destructoid and everything, they're sites who friends got together, got some pull, and decided to create a website. And so, there's no code to what they review. It's just straight up fanboyism, straight up fanboys stating what they believe, and they got the power by it, and they accept it. And so we really need to get to a whole situation where we have this code of conduct. I want a guideline for reviews where everything is put into categories and it's all about fact. Things like graphics and presentation should be the same thing. Things like gameplay and controls should be the same category. Sound and music should be the same category. Replay value and extras, things like that should be in the same category. And then we need to judge everything by the systems they're on. If it's a multi-plat, then maybe you can judge them across the board and take points off of what you consider the best version and what's considered the worst version. But this whole thing where opinions can come in, when people can do betting what they want anytime they want to, is really a big problem. And all it's doing is making us look bad, or looking as worse as we actually are. Especially in this age where gaming and gamers want to be taken seriously. They want their product to be seen as art form. They want to be respected as, you know, a real vibrant part of the world industry and entertainment and in just the overall culture. We really need to do something about this, because this is ridiculous. And if I'm high voltage, this is the second time this has happened now. Remember the whole GameStop, the GamePro issue, where GamePro reviewed the first game, and the review they released was from the beta version they received. It wasn't actually the final game, and so everything they stated was only accurate according to the beta version they had, but the final copy of the game fixed every problem they said the game had. And you see, this is what's going on. At the same time, high voltage, y'all guys need to know, y'all should know better than that. High voltage is a company, I respect them because they're one of the few companies who tried to do something on the Wii. They really put in effort every time they create a game. But overall, man, y'all like a cult. You have a cult following. Y'all like an underground crew. Y'all really aren't that good as a game developer. Y'all do average work. You know, honestly, average work. Maybe below average in some instances. And your fan support is from guys who say, well, see, they're trying, so I respect them. I'm gonna support them if they're trying. After a while, man, that whole, you know, giving your best shot, giving the old college try, and cutting it. You gotta produce a product that's worth a damn. I'm not fighting for you because I bought the Conduit, and Conduit 2. I bought it out of respect for y'all, because y'all try hard, but the game ain't. You know, if that game was on Xbox, PS3, it one of games no one ever talk about at all. It wouldn't sell jack. But because on the Wii, and the Wii supposed to have lower standards than other systems, you know, they get this high praise, and they don't deserve it. You know, like I said, sooner or later, we can't just be showing the guys love just because they try hard. They need to start producing. And so in the end, man, we need some kind of regulation. We need some kind of code of conduct, something that controls this from happening again, because it's just, at this point, it's ridiculous. Where now the developers and the journalists are fighting each other to where they're going at it. At first it was just us calling the reviews off as being biased and fanboy, and now you have the game developers themselves coming out and saying stuff. What's going to happen next? Imagine if a real high profile third party company came out and said, hey, y'all guys are doing a review and it's bull crap, you know, what's up? Imagine what that happens if that happened. Well, guys, this is your boy TheWon, man. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I just want to get these thoughts out there while I had the chance. Look forward to some videos tomorrow. I'm going on another game trip finally. There's a game coming out I want to pick up on the 3DS. And then I definitely will have the Out From Inside of My Neck episode 30 out this week. So, this is your boy, The Midnight Freak. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Get serious.